Go?
Yep.
Awesome. So we'll go ahead and we're going to start easy seat today. So we'll start cross-legged, just getting settled in. You can move the extra flush from the sides of your tailbone there. You can sit on down nice and tall. Shoulders up, back, and down. Gently resting your hands on your knees. Starting to connect with our breath. So today's practice is going to be a fun one. We have some twists, all kinds of fun stuff just to help us come back into our bodies, come back to our breath, focus back in. So for today, our breathing, just in through your nose and out through your nose. At your own pace, starting to clear away anything that might be on your mind this morning. Clearing away the to-do list for the day. It'll be there when we're done. Our mats are sort of like our magic carpet, just to take us away, pull us out of kind of what we have going on today. Help us reset and recenter. Place your hands back behind your hips. You can press back into those palms. Open up your chest towards the sky. Continue that inhale and exhale. All the way from your diaphragm, all the way up through your lungs. We're not just breathing through our chests. With those big, deep belly breaths. Keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. If you're feeling stressed out through the day, this is a great thing to do. Just take this one little pose. Next, inhale, sit back up to center. Sit up nice and tall and start to fall forward into a seated forward fold. So crown of your head starts to point towards the front of the room and walk those fingertips up forward. It's okay if you feel like, man, I'm feeling kind of stiff this morning. It's all right. Just notice it, accept it. Maybe you're noticing, wow, I'm feeling more flexible today. That's awesome. Allowing that chest to fall forward. Opening up just a little bit more space in our back body. Every exhale, you can fall just a little bit forward. Next inhale, walk your hands back up to center. Your hands gently rest on your knees. We're going to start to make some circles. So just moving with your breath. Exhaling as you lean forward. Inhaling as you roll back. Those hips stay grounded into the mat. You're not gripping those knees. Your hands are just gently resting. Moving at whatever your own pace is. The nice part about our practice is we always get to move at our own pace. We always get to go just as far as we need to in each pose. Listening to our bodies and going as far as we can today. Maybe it's a little bit further than yesterday, maybe not. Stop in the center and go the other direction. Exhale as you fall forward. Inhale as you round the back of the curve. Starting to get some movement in those bodies. We all just woke up, so it's nice to start to move just a little bit, right? One more here, coming back to center. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Get nice and tall, reach up to the sky. Inhale up really high, and exhale, start to fall over towards the right side. Then look out under your arm. You can look straight ahead, you can look down at the floor. But we're opening up that side body. Your hips staying grounded into the floor. The best part of our practice is that it's never competition. You don't need to worry about how far you could stretch yesterday, or how well you could balance yesterday. None of that matters. All that matters is the pose that we're in right now and the pose that we're in today. That's our challenge for today. Instead of always striving, always achieving, our challenge is to just be in the moment. Inhale up, reach up really, really high, and we're gonna exhale, fall to the other side. That's the challenge, to listen to our bodies. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of a go-getter, all right, let's do this, let's reach for it. And always trying to reach and always trying to do better. And that's okay. But on our mats, it's really important to listen to your body. And if you're not feeling like that pose is working for you today, then adjust it, fix it. Keep bringing that breath to your side body. One more big inhale. And exhale. Inhale back up to center. Reach up really, really tall. We're going to do an easy seat twist. So as we inhale, straighten up that spine, and exhale, you can place that left hand on your right knee and turn over towards that right side wall. Your spine stays nice and tall. Doesn't matter how far you twist. It matters that spinal alignment. So every inhale, you lengthen that spine. And every exhale, maybe you can find just a little bit more space. You start to feel like you're hunching over or something like that. Maybe come out of the twist just a little bit so you can get that chest open, that spine nice and tall. Your gaze can be either over the back arm, be looking straight ahead. One more big inhale for length. Exhale, a little bit more space. And inhale, unwind back to center. And exhale. Now, inhale up nice and tall. Let's turn to the other side. Exhale as you turn towards that left side wall. Your back hand can be on the floor to maybe help with a little bit of helping get that chest around just a little bit more. That hand on your knee helps with that leverage as well. But keeping that chest open, you start to feel like you're pushing too much in that back hand. Just pick it up and wiggle around. Inhale that length. Exhale, maybe you can find just a nanometer more in that twist. And on your next exhale, come back to center. Notice how your back feels. Maybe wiggle around just a little bit. Just noticing that little bit more space that you've just created. When you're ready, come up to a forward fold. So your feet are about hip width distance apart on the floor. Bring that chest down to meet your thighs. Crown of your head shines down towards the floor. Your hands can be on the floor, can be on your calves. You can grab opposite elbows and ragdoll. But allow that head to just relax down towards the floor. Maybe you want to nod your head yes, shake your head no. I'm going to start kind of moving your hips side to side if that feels nice, whichever works. Or if you want to stay still in the pose. Continuing that inhale and exhale through the nose. Release those hands if you're holding those elbows. Place your hands on your shins. Sit up for flat back. Unbroken line of energy from your hips to the crown of your head, pointing towards the front of the room. Big inhale, feel that strong core. And exhale, back down to forward fold. Noticing how that feels now that we've already experienced forward fold. Noticing if you feel a little bit more space or not. Either one's fine. Your next inhale, bend your knees, start to slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Your head's the last one up so you don't get dizzy. All the way up to our mountain pose. Bring those shoulders back and down. So today we have a fun little flow, kind of like a builder flow. So we're going to go through it, and each time we're going to be adding in something new. That's going to be fun. Inhale, your arms up overhead. Reach up towards the sky. Bend your knees, exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands on your shins. Inhale, halfway lift to flat back. And exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Send your left leg out long for a nice low lunge. So you always have the option to plant that back knee in your lunge. We're in our low lunge here. Your hands are gently skimming the floor, but your chest is not laying on your leg. Nice low lunge, opening up that chest. Now rotate that back heel. I'm going to step on up to warrior one. Your hips are pointing towards the front of the room. Back foot is at 45 degrees, pressing through the outside edge of that back foot. Front leg, your knee is over ankle, but your knees are pressing out, your knees pressing out towards those middle two toes. Shoulders are down, reaching up towards the sky. Sink just a little bit lower in that front leg. And exhale, plant your hands on either side of your foot. Rotate that back foot and press back into downward facing dog. Our first downward facing dog of the day. You can paddle those heels. As much of a knee bend as you need, but send those hips up towards the sky. Your chest presses down towards your knees. Shoulders are down away from your ears, and you're grounded in all 10 fingers in the mat. Not dumping your weight into your wrists. It's almost like your palms are like a suction cup on the floor. So you have to get all 10 fingers pressing into the floor. Your next inhale, swing that left leg in between your hands for low lunge over on this side. So if you need to help bring that foot up to get your knee over ankle, go for it. And that low lunge over on this side. If you're not on that back knee, you're pressing energetically through that back heel. Heel stacked over the toes. And just like on the other side, rotate that back foot to 45 degrees. Swing on up to warrior one. Adjusting those feet as necessary, as need be, but sink low in that warrior one. Shoulders are down. Fingertips reach up towards the sky. Sink just a little bit lower. Maybe if you're feeling like you're kind of sticking that butt out, tuck that tailbone under to help engage your lower transverse abdominis. Getting that core good and strong. Oh, yeah. Inhale, reach up to the sky, and exhale, hands plant on either side of that foot. Step back in a downward facing dog. So that's sort of the base version of our flow. And we're going to be adding on to that every cycle we go through. Walk your hands, or walk your feet up to meet your hands. There we go. Down to forward fold. Notice if you have a little bit more space. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on your shins or your thighs. Exhale down to forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, arms sweep up overhead to extended mountain. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's roll through it again. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Hang out here for just a second. Inhale, hands on your shins, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands down on the mat, step back, and your low lunge. This time, we're going to come up to Crescent Lunge. So pressing through that back heel, you're always welcome to come back to that back knee, but sink nice and low in that lunge. Core is strong and engaged, that knee pressing out. Really big inhale. And exhale, come forward. Plant that left hand on the inside of the foot. Right arm reaches up towards the sky for lunge twist. That top hand reaching right up, straight up. Feel that energy from the floor all the way up through those fingertips. Opening that chest up towards that knee. Your back leg isn't just hanging out there. Press to that back heel. Or on your back knee. Nice strong leg back there. Inhale, just a little bit more space in that twist. All the way up to the sky. And exhale. Plant your hands. Rotate the back foot. Inhale up to warrior one. So that's what we added that time around. We added our crescent lunge and our twists. So now you know what to do on the other side. Let's sink just a little bit lower. And warrior one. There you go. Inhale those arms up. And exhale, hands plant on the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Your feet are about hip width distance apart. Those hands are around shoulder width distance apart. Welcome to walk the dog here again. Paddling those heels. Go through our flow on the other side. Look between your hands. Bring that other leg all the way through. Or lunge on the other side. You can stay at a nice low lunge or coming up to our crescent lunge. As you ground in through those feet, feel that power, that energy spiraling up through your legs. That core is strong. Notice how this side might feel a little bit different than the other side. Inhale those arms up and exhale, sink just a little lower. I know you can. On your next exhale, bring that right hand to the inside of the foot and open up for twists. Shoulders stay down away from the ears. That jaw stays relaxed. That hand reaching up for the sky. How's that back foot? Keep that energy through that back heel as well. Every inhale, find that length. Exhale, find a little bit more twist. Using the leverage of that bottom hand to help press your chest open just a little bit more. One more inhale. And exhale. Plant the hands. Rotate that back foot. Step on up to warrior one. Always pressing through the outside blade of that back foot. That back leg is strong, energetic. That front leg sink a little lower. I say it every time because we all have a tendency to kind of start doing this number where we're not sinking as low as we can. Sink a little lower, enjoy that warmth, enjoy that heat that we're creating. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog. Keep pressing that chest towards those knees. Finding a little bit more space in your downward facing dog. Kind of press those heels down towards the mat. Your next inhale, look up between your hands. If you can gently float those feet up to your hands, you can do that, or you can walk your feet up to your hands, down for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to flat back. Exhale down to forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, arms sweep up overhead. Extended mountain reach up to the sky. And exhale, mountain pose. Now let's see if I can remember as we keep adding these new things each round, right? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your knees forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, send that left leg back for lunge. One breath here in low lunge. Inhale up to crescent. Shoulders always staying down. Let's think a little lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring those hands to the mat. Plant that left hand right by that foot. Inhale, open up to lunge twist. Coming back to that breath always. We're going to twist here for 3 breaths. Exhale, untwist, unwind, rotate that back foot, swing on up to warrior 1. Sink just a little bit lower, keep pressing that knee out towards those middle 2 toes. Inhale, reach up. Then exhale, bring your hands to the side, start to have a nice little baby back bend. Opening up that chest to the sky. Arms are out to the sides. Sink a little lower in that front leg. Maybe you're looking up a little higher. And inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, plant your hands. Rotate that back foot. Step back to downward facing dog. That's all we're adding this round. Is just adding our cactus arms into our warrior 1. That means we stay there a little bit longer, right? Next, inhale, look between your hands. Bring that left foot on through. Low lunge for 1 breath. Then inhale up to crescent. Here for 3 breaths. Let's sink a little lower. If you feel a little bit tippy in your crescent, that's okay. That's just fine. Keep breathing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Right hand presses right next to that foot. Inhale up for our twist. And exhale. Bringing that chest to your knee. Seeing how far you can rotate to open up that chest. We're here for 3 breaths. Big inhale and exhale. Unwind. Both hands by your foot. Rotate that back heel. Inhale up to warrior 1. Inhale, reach on up. Then exhale, arms out to the sides. Little baby back bend on this side. Keep sinking low in that front leg. While you shift your perspective up. So we're looking up. We're opening that chest up. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, plant the hands. Rotate the back foot, downward facing dog. Scanning through, noticing how it feels this time. Every time just noticing and breathing through wherever might be still tight or stored. Inhale, look between the hands. You can walk, step, float those feet up towards the hands, down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep arms up overhead. And exhale, hands back to heart center. Oh, I have more to add, don't you worry. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Left leg steps back long. Low lunge. Inhale up to crescent. We're here 2 breaths this time. Now our crescent lunge. Planting that hand by the foot, opening up for our twist. Crescent lunge twist every time. Get to keep that chest open, keep those shoulders down. One more big inhale and exhale. And unwind, rotate that back foot. Warrior one. Sink a little lower. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, open up to cactus arms. Little baby back bend. 2 breaths here. Inhale back up to center. And exhale, open up to warrior two. So those hips rotate to the side of the mat. Maybe you need to adjust how your feet are. That's fine. That back foot still stays back at 45 degrees. In our warrior two, keep pressing that knee out in front. Shoulders are down, hips and shoulders in line. Inhale, arms sweep back up to warrior one. And exhale, hands to the floor. Let's do it all on the other side. Press back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And then we'll go through that same flow on the other side. Inhale, bring that left leg through. You can help it along if you need to. Low lunge. Inhale up to crescent. Can your crescent be a little lower than last time? Sink those shoulders down. Relax that jaw, relax that forehead. Bring your intention back to your breath. Inhale those arms up and exhale. Bend forward. Right hand next to that foot. Inhale, open up for your twist. Exhale, send that energy out through your back heel. Every inhale finds that length. Exhale finds that twist. One more inhale, reach up high. And exhale, unwind. Rotate that back foot, warrior one. You always have the option in the warrior and the crescent. It's not feeling right on your shoulders. You can just keep your hands at heart center. That also works. Or you can have your arms out in front. You still want to work on strengthening those arms. A big inhale up. And exhale, open up the chest. Arms come back for cactus arms. With these inhales and exhales, bring your attention up towards the ceiling. Sometimes that front leg wants to straighten out. Keep it bent. Keep sinking low in that front leg. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Maybe you need to adjust how wide your feet are or where they're at. That's fine. Keep those shoulders down, hips and shoulders in line. Those hips are facing the sidewall this time. But that means that front knee wants to rotate in. So keep pressing it out. One more big inhale. And exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, sweep back up to warrior one. Readjust if you need to. And exhale, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Kind of shake out those legs, walk that dog. Your legs feeling tired yet? No, they're just feeling warm. Just feeling energy. Look between those hands. Walk, step, float, jump, but land softly. Those feet up to your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep up overhead. Reach all the way up and extend a mountain. Hands to heart center. All right. We have one more. That means I have one more fun thing to add. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Left leg steps back long, low lunge. Inhale up to crescent. This is going to be our last time through all this. Let's see if you can keep that leg nice and engaged the whole time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant that left hand by the foot. Open up on the inhale for your twist. And exhale, find a little bit more space. Energy goes to that back heel, so keep that back leg strong. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, unwind. Rotate that back foot. Inhale up to warrior one. Those hips stay shiny in the front of the room. There you go. Sink a little bit lower. Inhale up. And exhale, cactus arms. Baby back bend. You can help to squeeze your butt just a little bit to help find a little bit more space in that back bend. Inhale up to center. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Keeping that front leg. Knee is over ankle. Stay a little bit lower. In your warrior two, those hips and shoulders in line. Inhale up, sweep your front arm back for reverse warrior. So your left arm tucks back behind your back, or rests gently on your back straight leg. Start to lean back for your reverse warrior. And inhale, reach forward, unwind, come up to extended side angle. So your elbow can rest on your front knee or can rest on the floor. But that left arm reaches forward. That line of energy from the back blade of your foot all the way through those fingertips, like you have superpowers. You're just sending that energy out through those fingers. Inhale back up to reverse warrior one more time. Opening that chest up, stay low in that front leg. That front leg should be feeling nice and warm and energized by now. Big inhale and exhale, rotate forward to extended side angle. You got this. Sink a little lower in that front leg. Inhale back up to center. Back up to warrior two. Whew. Big inhale and exhale, sink a little bit lower. If you want to go even deeper, find a little bit more, you can lift that front heel. You're just on the ball of the foot on that front leg. Inhale back up to warrior one. And exhale, your hands to either side of your foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Shake it out. Notice how one leg feels compared to the other. Because we get to do all that on the other side. Yay. Inhale, look between those hands and bring that left foot through. Low lunge. Inhale up to crescent. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Our last hurrah. Do this flow. Big inhale up, exhale, sink a little deeper. One more big inhale and exhale. Reach for that floor. Right hand on the floor and open up for that twist. Now left arm reaches up to the sky. Pressing that chest open to that side wall. Big inhale and exhale, unwind. Rotate that back foot, warrior one. Now those hips still pointing in the front of the room. Inhale up, exhale, arms open to the side for cactus arms. Open that chest up, sinking lower in that front leg. How's that breath? Might be moving a little faster than before, and that's fine. Inhale up to center, and exhale, open up to warrior two. Readjust as you need to. Keep that knee pressing out. Hips and shoulders in line. We're not reaching yet. That back leg is nice and straight and strong. Inhale, reach back for reverse warrior. That right arm tucks back behind, left arm sweeps back. Open that chest up. You can look under that arm. You can look at the side wall. Just keep that front leg sinking in. Inhale, unwind. Start to reach forward, and exhale for our extended side angle. So that elbow either rests on your knee, you're not dumping your weight into your knee. Your elbow rests on your knee or on the floor. And that front arm, that back arm reaches towards the front of the room. Inhale back up. Let's do it all again. Reverse warrior. Finding a little bit more space in your side body. Sinking a little lower in that front leg. I know you can. And inhale, reach for extended side angle. Reaching all the way forward, opening up the side body on the other side. Coming back to that breath. Maybe starting to think about that energy in that front leg. Just come back to your breath. Inhale back up to center. Warrior two, hang in there. Stay low in that front leg. Come on. Inhale, sweep arms up. Warrior one. Readjust your feet as you need to. Reach up really high with the inhale and exhale. Hands plant on either side. Rotate that back foot, step back to downward facing dog. Whew. Enjoy that rest. Paddle those heels a little bit, help shake out those legs. If you even want to, like, pick up one foot, sort of shake out one leg, pick up the other foot, shake out the other leg, you can do that. Downward facing dog rarely feels like a rest posture, especially at the very beginning of the practice. How's it feel now? Feels like some good rest, right? Inhale, look up between your hands. Bring your feet up to meet your hands. Down for forward fold. We're going to stay here for just a moment longer as well. You want to reach your hands back behind your legs and try and pull that chest just a little bit closer. You can do that. You want to be finding ragdoll one more time. So bringing those hands to your elbows, you can do that. But allow that head to fall down towards the floor. All your cares and worries just fall right out the top of your head. Sweep them away. We can pick them up later. Enjoy the feeling of that energy in those legs that we just created. Release those arms. Bend your knees, start to slowly roll on up. Coming up to mountain pose. How you guys feeling? Feeling good? All right, shoulders are down. We're gonna find a little bit of balance now. So let's press more of your weight into that right foot. Bringing that left foot out to the side. So that knee is always out to the side. You can have your foot kick-standed on the side. You can bring that foot to the inside of your calf. Or you can help bring that foot all the way up to the inside of your thigh for tree pose. So that knee keeps pressing out to the side. You can have your hands at heart center. You can grow those branches if you want. If you fall out of your tree pose, that's fine. No worries. Just come back into it. You can set your drishti, your gaze, on one single unmoving point. And bring your attention back to your breath. It also helps to engage that core. That really helps keep your your balance a little better. If you like, you can grow those branches, start to reach up overhead. Feeling that energy through those fingertips as you root down in that balancing foot, rising up. You really want to challenge your balance, really feeling on point. You can start to sway in the breeze. Or maybe, like me today, you're swaying in the breeze anyway without trying to. That's all right. Balance is a little bit different every day. But every day we keep coming back and we keep practicing. If you're swaying, let's find stillness once again. Bring your hands back to heart center. If your foot's all the way up in your thigh, you can release it down just a little bit lower and start to rotate that foot forward for single leg mountain pose. So you can have your toe touching your knee, or you can have your leg just straight out and 90 degrees. Shoulders are down, feeling that energy through that bottom foot. Also feeling maybe that foot massage. But as you're wobbling around, give your little foot a massage. That's good. We're going to find dancer's pose. So start to kick that foot back behind. You can bring your right arm straight up to help with counterbalance, but reach that left hand to grab that foot and start to tip forward, pressing your foot into your hand, reaching that hand forward like you're trying to reach for me. We can hold each other's hands, give each other a little bit better balance. But pressing that foot into the hand and leaning forward just a little bit more in your dancer's pose. Beautiful hip opener. Awesome on the balance. Your gaze has shifted towards the floor somewhere, or you can still keep looking up at the wall or wherever your gaze was before. Trying to pick an unmoving point. And bringing your intention and your attention back to your breath. And when you're ready, you can gently come back to center and plant both feet on the floor. You want to shake your legs out a little bit. Try the other side. So put more of your weight into your left foot this time. Finding tree pose on the other side. So wherever you want to put your foot, wherever's feeling right, as long as it's not pressing on your knee. Don't want to be pressing on that knee. But that other knee keeps pressing out towards the side. Your shoulders are down, trying to keep those hips pointed forward. Hands at heart center. And when you're ready, you can grow those branches. Keeping those shoulders down. Your head is tall, tall and proud. Proud of the work you're doing. Proud of how you keep coming back, keep trying again. If you fall out, don't worry about it. No judgment. No need to story about it. Just hop back on in. If you're looking to challenge your balance even more, you can start to sway in the breeze, waving those arms side to side. And come back to stillness. Hands come back to heart center. Single leg mountain pose on this side. You can release that leg. Start to bring it on forward. Maybe tapping that knee or your leg out straight. Either way. Start to kick that leg back behind. That left arm can come up straight overhead and start to press that, grabbing that foot in your hand and press back for dancer's pose on this side. Always coming back to that breath. Keep kicking that hand. So you're pressing your foot into that hand, getting a little bit more space. A little bit more in the dance. When you're ready, gently unwind, come back to center. Bring your hands to heart center, back to our mountain pose. Shake out those legs. How you feeling? That's doing good? All right, coming back to mountain pose. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees down to forward fold. Noticing how your body might feel different compared to when we started today. Not judging, just noticing. Every exhale, you can bring that chest just a little bit closer down towards your thighs. Your next inhale, sink those hips on down, going up to our Garland Pose. So you're sort of crouched down, balancing on the balls of your feet. You can bring your hands up to heart center, or you can bring your arms out straight ahead. Whatever's feeling good for today. A little bit more balance here. And when you're ready, you can gently sit on back to seated. We have a nice, beautiful twist here. We're going to find half Lord of the Fishes. So you can take your left leg and bend it, and you can sort of, as far as you want to bring that foot, you can do that. And then your right leg, you can start to hook it over that knee. However, if that makes your hip pop up, then you can unhook that right foot and just place it right in front of your shin. What you want is a good, strong foundation of those hips grounded into the floor. So inhale up really, really nice and tall. And as you exhale, start to turn your chest towards that right side of the room. So you can use that left hand on that knee to help give you a little bit more leverage to twist open. Lots of times we end up hunching over or trying to like reach further than maybe what our body's at for today. So just with every inhale, make sure you're lengthening that spine. And exhale, you can find a little bit of twist. Really doesn't matter how far you end up twisting. That's not the goal. The goal isn't the perfect pose. It's not a photo shoot, right? The goal is to open up your body, maybe detox just a little bit with that twist, and come back to that breath. It's always the goal. Inhaling from the rooted down hips all the way up to the crown of your head, and exhaling just a little bit more of that twist. Your next exhale, unwind, come back to center. And we're going to switch legs. So this time, it's that right leg on the bottom. Again, however far, wherever you need to put that foot in order to have the other leg on top. So that left leg is up this time. Maybe on this side, you can sort of hook over and keep those hips grounded. Maybe not, doesn't matter. It's all good either way. But once you have your foundation set, inhale up nice and tall, and exhale, open up to the other side of the room. Forgot to mention on the other side, if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bring your elbow, you can bring that right elbow to that right knee, and your hand up to help press just a little bit more, opening into that spine. These twists are so great for sort of wringing out and detoxing our spine, all those internal organs. It's also really nice just to help sort of see the world from a different point of view. Like inversions are so great as well, or just those forward folds. So often we go through our day just looking at things one way. And that can sometimes feel overwhelming. So a nice little forward fold or a nice little twist can help sort of shake up how we view the world. Inhale that length and exhale a little bit more twists. One more big inhale and unwind, come back to center. Sit back on down into easy seated, or if you like, we can roll on to our backs. So however you want to get to your back, I'm just gonna turn to the side so I can still see you guys. Keeping those knees bent, If you're not feeling like laying down today, that's fine. You can stay up and easy seated. Otherwise, bring one foot to your knee. So we're going to find sort of like a half pigeon over on this side. So you have one leg bent over with your ankle at your knee. Keep that top foot flexed to help protect your knee. And then if you'd like, if you want a deeper stretch, you can start to reach for that bottom leg. So it's stretching the back of that front leg. So keep pressing that knee on out. This is our option for our half pigeon. If half pigeon upright doesn't feel right in your body, then this is another thing you can do to help stretch those same muscles. And exhale, release. Let's switch sides. So bring in the other ankle, the other knee. You want to reach that back leg, get a little bit deeper stretch, you can do that. You use that elbow to sort of press out on that top knee as well. So I always like to keep both feet flexed here because it helps protect your knees. If your feet aren't flexed, sometimes you can end up torquing on your knee a different direction that does not feel good. The whole point of yoga is to help correct and lengthen, not to torque joints. Keeping those shoulders down. Breathing into that sensation in the back of that leg. And release. And shake out those legs a little bit if you want. If it feels nice, you can keep those knees bent and sort of tent those legs together so your knees are touching, but your feet are a little bit wider. That can feel nice to help release your lower back as well. We're going to start to find our Shavasana. So finding our final pose, our corpse pose. So whatever's the most comfortable for you. Maybe you need to readjust those hips a little bit, readjust those shoulders a little, or if you're more comfortable seated, then you can sit on up. But I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable, or just soften your gaze on the ceiling. Just start to relax into your mat. You get to let all the benefits of all the work we just did, we just get to let it soak in. Enjoying the nice deep inhale and exhale. Scanning through your body, starting at your toes, standing up, and releasing and relaxing into the mat. Releasing any tension you might have in those legs. Releasing your hips into the mat, sending your breath just to release and relax. Releasing your shoulders down away from your ears. Maybe scooching the crown of your head up just a little bit more. Find a little bit more space in the back of your neck. And allowing your arms to just relax and sink into your mat. Releasing any tension, any tightness, any grip you might be holding on to. Noticing how with every inhale, your body is renewed. And with every exhale, you have the opportunity to release whatever's not serving you today. When you're ready, you can start to bring some movement back into your body, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, bringing the pad of your thumb, the tips of each of your fingertips, to help bring some sensation back into your body. And start to roll those wrists, roll those ankles, or if you're seated, start to roll your shoulders, keeping those eyes closed or your gaze soft. Starting to tap into some of that energy that we built up today. When you're ready, you can draw your knees in and roll to the left side or to the right. And use your bottom arm as a pillow. We're coming to the fetal position. I have a quote for you today from Sonia Riccati. Surrender to what is. Let go of what was. Have faith in what will be. We can take that with us throughout the rest of our day. Pressing with your top hand, pressing up to a seated position. Nice easy seat. And keep those eyes closed. Settling back in, those hips into the floor, those shoulders back and down. And have your hands on your knees or at heart center. Surrender to what is. Let go of what was. And have faith in what will be. And open up your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Namaste. Have an amazing rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.